stay alive longer, and get more kills. That's what we're going to be talking about in today's video for XDefiant. I'm going to tell you a tip that if you do in fact implement it the way that I suggest, I'm guaranteeing you that you're going to be getting more kills and staying alive longer and boosting that KD at the end of every single match. XDefiant is a very fast game. As soon as you hop into this open beta session, you're going to get that feeling pretty quickly. Everyone is running around really fast. It's not even that the movement is that crazy, it's just that the maps are small, the engagements are quick, and you just are put into the action all the time. So the game feels very fast. And with that being said, you just kind of want to run and gun as fast as you possibly can. Get into the action ASAP, trying to get some kills. I mean, you really do just try and get into the action as fast as possible in this game. But I'm telling you this, if you want to boost that KD, all right, if you want to stay alive longer, if you want to get more kills, you need to approach the game a little bit differently. This is what I have come to understand about the way that this game plays. Because everybody wants to run around and go as fast as possible in this game, there is a huge advantage if you do the opposite. Now, what does that mean? Slow it down a little bit and stay to the edges of the map. This right here will immediately get you more kills. It's a very clear difference. If you're struggling to get kills and to stay alive, slow your gameplay down, pace yourself, and pay attention to the way that the map is flowing. Try to predict where enemies are going to be and be ready to engage with them the moment that you see them. If you are ready before they are, you're going to have an opportunity to get the kill and get the jump on that player. And consequently, you're going to stay alive longer, which is then also going to boost up that KD. Now, there's a lot of things that go into making this work, but if you just simply implement this very specific concept, it should change your entire perspective on how to go about playing in a match. Now, some maps are going to work better for this than others, of course, and certain weapons are going to work better for this than others. One thing that I would definitely suggest is running a weapon like an ACR. This gun is going to give you long forms of range. You'll be able to stay over to the sides of the map. You'll be able to pick people off as they're coming. It really does lend itself to that slower play style, but will again allow you to get more kills. It's interesting when you think about it. Yes, you'll be moving slower, but in reality, you're going to be getting more kills and you won't be dying as much. So really, in my opinion, it's more rewarding than running, jumping right into a gunfight, getting the kill, and then dying immediately after because somebody that was with that other player killed you. Of course, to each their own, but if this is your goal and you're trying to increase your KD every single game, then I'm telling you, this is the way to go. I tried it myself. I ran an SMG. I went crazy, balls to the walls, trying to get into the middle of the action. And then I went the opposite direction and I hopped on an ACR. I stuck to the ends of the map. I slowed down my movement. I predicted where enemies were going to be coming. I was ADSing around corners and where I thought that people were going to find themselves around, and it made a huge difference with my KD at the end of the game. If you choose to play a slower play style, you are lending yourself the opportunity to land more shots, because if you're not running so quickly around the map, you don't have to do nearly as much aim adjustment when it comes time to engage in a gunfight. If you're running around a corner and their player is right there and you jump, you gotta adjust your aim immediately. And if you do not adjust it perfectly, and they did, well, guess what? They got the shot off first, and chances are they may end up getting the win and taking you down in that gunfight. But if we take that same engagement, and instead of you running and jumping around the corner, you walked around the corner and you were prepared and slowed down and ready for that gunfight, then you potentially got the shot off first and you didn't have to adjust your aim and you were able to get the kill. It's a really simple concept when you think about it. Being slower and methodical means that you're more prepared than somebody who is running around very quickly. Now, this is not to say that you can't be accurate when you run around really fast. That is, of course, something that you can absolutely do, and people do it all the time. But I'm telling you, this is a way that you can immediately start to increase your KD and get more familiar with the way that this game plays and how the gunfights work. In my opinion, you start off this way, you get comfortable with the gunplay, then you can start playing faster. Now that you have a better handle on how the game plays, how your gun works, and how to get your aim locked on each and every gunfight. And there's one really important thing when it comes to being better at aiming, and it's understanding the recoil of the weapon that you're using. And in this video on screen here, I talk about the best way that you can go and practice learning how the recoil works.